Yeah, sort of an after-the-fact bachelor party for Leo. That'll be fun. You have the keys to the SUV, yeah? Yes, I really appreciate you switching cars with me. No problem. I couldn't pass up a chance to drive your convertible. When he had asked her about renting an SUV, she had been more than willing to switch cars for the weekend. The truth is, she had to be one of the most accommodating people he knew. We'll try not to disturb you too much. I appreciate you letting me have them stay here. Her eyes widened. Of course I would. There's nothing as important as family. Make sure to let me know if you need anything else. Before he could respond to that, she waved and headed down to the path to have her morning walk. He watched until she disappeared around the hedge, then started to his house. He had found the rental through his commander, who told him Alana liked to rent to military folks because her father had been an Army Ranger. It had been a godsend. Marco wasn't in the mood for apartment living. He walked up the steps and unlocked his front door. His cell played the Air Force song before he could close the door. Hey, G, shouldn't you be on your way? There's a delay here, but we should be taking off within the hour. I'll be picking you up at Hickam, so just call like I said. We were going to rent a car. I don't think that little convertible of yours can fit us all. No, it can't. My landlady has an SUV she's letting me borrow. There was a beat of silence. Don't tell me you're letting her drive your car. All his brothers thought he was fanatical about his car. Sure, he didn't let G or Leo drive it, but if anyone saw their driving skills, they would understand. Vince was the only one he allowed in the driver's seat. Sometimes. Yes, well, sort of. I'm leaving it here for her today. There was a sigh on the other side of the line. I wouldn't want to think about some little old lady driving Sally. Stop calling my car Sally. It's weird. A man that in love with his car should at least have a name for it. What? There was some mumbling in the background. Vicente said you should at least buy her a drink or two, considering you're using it to fulfill your lack of a sexual relationship with the woman. Oh, shove it down your pie hole, G. Mom wouldn't like that kind of talk, he chuckled. Mom taught me the phrase. What time are you set to land? They're saying we'll be landing at 1400. I'll be there before that. I'm only working half a day. After getting a few more things cleared up, complete with name-calling, Marco hung up and decided to grab a bite to eat. As he poured cereal into a bowl, his mind drifted back to his landlady. Alana. Even thinking her name made his heart skip a beat. It was corny to even think of it in those terms, but it was the truth. It was understandable he would be attracted to her. She was tall and curvy, but there was also a sweetness about her that drew him in. He wondered about the family she often referenced, but never saw visit. She seemed like such a happy person, always wearing a smile, those blue eyes sparkling at him. He drew in his breath and ordered his body to take a rest. It had been a long time since he had been this interested in a woman. She was just his type, but she was off limits. He wasn't ready to get tangled up with his landlady, no matter how much he wanted to. Alana was cutting up the pineapple she bought the day before for the Santini brothers when she heard the car in her driveway. She knew the sound of that engine, knew the way the person parked. Colin. She wiped off her hands as the front door opened and closed. Not many people had access to her house, but Colin always had a key. A girl had to have a best friend, and basically he was hers. From the time they were in kindergarten, they had been fast friends. Usually, she didn't have a problem with him dropping by unannounced. Today, though, she wasn't in the mood, especially since she had a bad feeling why he had decided to come over. Alana, love? In the kitchen, Colin. He turned the corner and she inwardly cringed. He looked like he had been run over by a truck. So, I guess you and Sarah are broken up again. He sighed and walked into the kitchen. She knew it was hard on him. Being the boyfriend to a woman who didn't want to acknowledge your relationship because of her conservative Chinese family couldn't be easy.